Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another WWE Reddit video. This is the series where you can submit your photos, videos, memes, or anything related to the world of professional wrestling over on the Santi's at Videos Reddit page. So if you'd like to be featured in next week's WWE Reddit video, make sure that you check out the Reddit page. I made it really easy for you. I put a link in the description for you. And go and buy a t-shirt over on Santi'sApp.store. We've got the main event merch line, and of course, we also have the limited edition The Road to Las Vegas shirt. Go check it out. Link in the description as well. Buy a shirt, damn it! And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications. If you're a wrestling fan, I know that you're gonna fall in love with his YouTube channel because we always upload daily wrestling content. All right, let's see what you submitted in this week. I'm a Randy Orton stan.
Coming off the couch for 4 months after playing Fortnite.
Fortnite? Hold up. Fortnite's for kids. I was playing Elden Ring.
I love how the boss meter comes up as well. What does the boss meter say?
I was playing.
It's a Randall Keith Orton. This is so good. By the way, if this is the quality of content that you've submitted in this week, we're off to a great start. Logan Paul suplexing Joe Weller at Wembley Stadium. There was 90,000 people at this thing too. Crazy. Hey, Logan Paul and Joe Weller, technically, they outdrew AEW All In at Wembley with this wrestling match. Just saying. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania leaked. Okay, I get the idea. That was so dumb. Who is this? Wrong answers only. Well, I know who it isn't. It isn't Chad Gable, as WWE's Kathy Kelly tried to lie to the world about, tried to tell us that this was Chad Gable, tried to slander his good name when it clearly wasn't him. I don't know who this mass assailant is. He's clearly a trespasser, breaking into Madison Square Garden, assaulting WWE superstars. Whoever this masked vigilante or villain is needs to be caught immediately. Let's see what the comments are saying. It's clearly El Generico. Oh, apparently they think it's Mr. America as well. Toto Americano. I like that. I hope that's actually his name. That'd be sick. Gracias. Okay. All right. Let's move on. After John Cena wins the 17th, who will dethrone him? Well, first and foremost, I appreciate that you know that John Cena is going to win 17th, but let's see what names you've got here. You've got CM Punk, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns. You've got the heavy hitters. You got the Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, The Rock. Oh, you say no one. He should vacate the title by himself. No. If let's say John Cena were to end his career as a heel, he no longer has the ability to finish by being able to vacate the championship. He needs to lose. That's just how it is. That's how the story needs to go. If I'm looking at these names here, like immediate favorite would be Cody Rhodes to just win it back. I really like the poetic nature of it being somebody like a Randy Orton, especially if it's in the last match of John Cena's career. How fitting would it be for them to now have reverse roles of John Cena being the bad guy and Randy Orton being the good guy of the company? CM Punk would also be pretty sweet as well because, of course, of all of the history that they have, and they are just such polar opposites of each other, and their careers ran parallel for so long as well. I would love for it to either be CM Punk or Randy Orton. If you put a gun to my head and force me to pick one, I'm gonna go with Randy Orton here. I feel like that's probably the best option. But if I'm WWE, I'm probably just gonna pick Cody Rhodes. Cena's new Def Rebel theme. It's kind of a banger, won't lie. Probably the best meme I've seen in a few days. All right, so it's CM Punk trying to get a good night's sleep.
Fuck John Cena. Fuck The Rock. Straight edge.
Even in his sleep. Okay, all right, that's a heater. Well done. That's a very, very good one. Again, we've got some quality memes today, folks. Just the freshest memes on the planet right now. Can't take Booker T anywhere. Oh, he's even doing slapping motions. Booker, what are you doing? Look, I don't love Booker T on commentary, but sometimes there are Booker-isms that just stick with society. And this is one of those Booker-isms that I'm not going to lie, I kind of love. Can't blame him. Stephanie got them cakes on her. Okay, all right. We're getting down bad in the comments of this. Julia isn't even trying to fight out of it. I mean, I sure wouldn't be. All right, you guys are down bad in these comments. We're moving on. Is this the greatest women's segment in history? I mean, you know, I want to like by gut reaction just say, no way it's the greatest women's segment in history. I can't think of anything from the women in terms of storyline that was better than that. Just like off the top of my head right now. That stuff with Naomi, Bianca, and Jade Cargill was actual literal cinema, and the execution from everybody, everyone's performance, the shock and awe of the story that's going on right now was so good. This was an absolutely brilliant segment and immediately got to catapult anything going on with these three in terms of importance over Jey Uso and Gunther, if you ask me. You're not ready for the betrayal of the century. Ah, yes, of course. It is inevitable. Dominic Mysterio kicking Finn out of the Judgment Day. At least I feel like it's necessary for everyone involved. I don't think the Judgment Day is helping Finn Balor and Finn Balor's not helping the Judgment Day. So let's move on. Let's get Finn Balor kicked out of the Judgment Day so that maybe he can rediscover himself.
You know what? I need a match.
Oh my God. Oh, yes. Oh my God. Humanity. Oh God. That is so high. Oh my. That's crazy. That's crazy. Folks, that was a sneak peek of this week's offerings of the Wrestling is Cool Match Club, available exclusively over on patreon.com/SantiZap. This week, we're looking at Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40 with the Damian Priest cash-in. The insanity that was the Big Show versus Kane versus Raven at WrestleMania 17 in a hardcore match. Some weird backyard wrestling ladder match. I don't know, man. It's probably the weirdest thing that we've ever watched on Patreon. Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy in a steel cage match from TNA Lockdown 2012. And the insane fatal four-way match from NXT Heatwave 2024 between Trick Williams, Ethan Page, Javon Evans, and Sean Spears. You're gonna get all of this and more, like the Raw reviews, the SmackDown reviews, the Undertaker watch-alongs that we're doing, the Royal Rumble watch-alongs, and more, all of which are exclusive to Patreon because, of course, we show footage and we can't show these videos here on YouTube because they would just get instantly blocked. So go check it out. It is an insane bang for your buck. Hundreds and hundreds of hours already available for you. Patreon.com/SantiZap. Link in the description, link in the pinned comment. If you're already supporting as a patron, thank you so much for your support. Now let's get you back to the wrestling video that you came for. We can all agree. So Intercontinental Champion Gunther greater than World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. It's funny, the belt kind of makes Gunther look like he evolved as a Pokemon. But yeah, I would say the Intercontinental Championship reign of Gunther's is clear by a mile better than the World Heavyweight Championship one. WWE has not really done this World Heavyweight Championship run any services, and I don't think that this is Gunther's fault, by the way. It's just, I don't know, circumstantial. The feuds that he's in just haven't particularly been great. This actually fits so well.
You got left! You got left! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, I want to stop it before I get hit with copyright. That actually did fit really well. I was right beside Bianca Belair. Like I'm using my mouse right there. That's actually literally me right there that I'm pointing at. I could hear the screaming and the banging from where I was sitting. It was pretty cool to see. Do you think that WWE can ever turn this man babyface? I mean, here's the thing. I feel like in the world of professional wrestling, the answer is never say never. Anything can happen at any moment in time. But I want to say specifically with Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the answer has to be no. But at some point or another, he's probably just going to become so likable that it might just be undeniable and you might have to turn him babyface. But if they ever do, I hope it is just like the same character. He just happens to be going up against more evil guys than him. I just think he just plays the role of the heel just so incredibly well. The freaking will be missed. Oh yeah, I saw this, that WWE is removing these monikers from people's profile on WWE.com. So it's no longer Seth freaking Rollins. It's no longer Big Bronson Reed. It's no longer Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Man, if only they had taken this mentality when Keith Lee was around so we could kill the fucking Bearcat Keith Lee thing. Hot take, these two saved the WWE Tag Team division. Okay, so I gave this some thought and you kind of weirdly like right, but I don't think that you have enough proof to say that you are right if I'm making any sense. You're right in the sense that the WWE Tag Team division on SmackDown before they came wasn't as good as it was until they did arrive. But let's not forget that SmackDown had the Bloodline, they had DIY, and they had the Street Profits putting on great matches with one another. But it did allow WWE to dive into deeper storylines and into more feuds once they brought in Motor City Machine Guns. So the tag team division has definitely flourished with Motor City there, but there were already good things about the way that the SmackDown tag team division was being booked. Oh, you knew this one was going to make an appearance. I did it for Bianca. This is absolute nightmare fuel, by the way. I hate the internet wrestling community for coming up with this because this is, obviously we all knew about I did it for The Rock meme. Everybody was comparing it to this, but to actually superimpose Naomi's face into this is the thing of literal nightmares. This is my new sleep paralysis demon, but I also love it. Chris Van Vliet stands on business.
You liked wrestling.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, still do.
Dude, you know that fake, right?
Everybody knows that's
So
fake,
I don't
Brad.
get it then.
But that's like saying, do you like movies? Well, you know
love
that's
movies.
you know they're fake though, right?
I know, but they're entertaining in their movies and they're acting real. Like
His
it's
logic
a
is
movie.
non-existent.
Yeah.
These guys are good, running around a stage acting like they're kicking each other's asses when they're not. When you already know the Undertaker's going to take out freaking Triple R or whatever.
Triple H,
Yeah,
come
Triple
on.
H. You already know it going into it.
But that would be like saying you're going into a movie knowing that Tom Cruise isn't actually Maverick.
No, it isn't. It isn't the
It's
same
identical.
at all.
Why isn't it the same? It's not real.
Do you know who's going to win when you're?
The audience doesn't know.
So do you?
No, I don't know.
Well, you're in the audience, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like when you go to see any film, you don't know which characters are going to die or fall in love or whatever. You're in it for the ride.
Look, at some point or another, this Brad dude had to know that his argument was absolutely stupid. He said, yeah, no, it's not the same as movies. In movies, they're acting and being entertaining. Meanwhile, in wrestling, they're acting and pretending to beat each other up. It's the same thing, brother. Chris Van Vliet did the thing that we all fantasize about, you know, putting people down who try to put us down for enjoying wrestling. Chris Van Vliet, man, guys a go. Bro, yes, we need this now. I don't care what y'all say, but Randy Orton should be John Cena's final opponent and the one to retire him. Heel Cena versus face Orton would be peak one last time. Listen, I'm fine with this. It's like an awesome idea. We talked about it earlier, how cool in full circle it would be to do face Randy Orton versus heel John Cena. But for it to be Cena's last match, I have a hard time swallowing the idea that Cena's last send-off, his final hoorah, the last time that we see him would be his heel. I just, in my head, I have it that at some point or another, he has to see the light, have his come to Jesus moment. So I hope he doesn't finish his career as a heel. The Rock wanted Cody Rhodes to turn heel. Cody turned down the idea via Wrestling Observer newsletter. I'm sure it would have worked. It feels weird to try and make sense of it. And I feel like they ultimately went the right route with John Cena, but I'm sure they could have made this work. I just found out who this mask guy is. I better not see Chad Gable here. Any more slander towards that man. Dude, he's selling his in-ring worn gear. I considered buying it for the memes. Maybe I still will. It just kind of depends on how much he wants. Literal different lifetimes. Cody Rhodes will be the first superstar to have fought with John Cena in 3 different decades. That's actually crazy. I keep forgetting like just about Cody Rhodes' run in WWE before he left to the Indies and start AEW. I forget that there's like a whole career there. What is keeping LA Knight from winning a world championship? I don't think it's anything that LA Knight is doing per se. I feel like it's just the world that we currently have in the main event scene. It's just too many characters that, in my opinion, in terms of just overall main event caliber aura, are so above LA Knight, like the Cody Rhodes of the world, like Drew McIntyre, like Seth Rollins, like CM Punk, like Roman Reigns. When those sharks are swimming in the water, it's difficult to picture an LA Knight winning, but then now that's been completely thrown out the window with Jey Uso and Gunther in the World Heavyweight Championship. I do think that there is a world where LA Knight can go after that, but in a world where the championship is surrounded by like the big bad great white sharks of the WWE main event scene, I don't see a place for LA Knight winning the world championship. So it needs to be a world championship that doesn't have those names surrounding it, like right now, the World Heavyweight Championship. But at any moment, they could snap their finger and all of a sudden the CM Punks and Roman Reigns of the world start going for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then it prevents the LA Knights of the world from carving out their space. Who wins this and how? So between these three, I would probably go with CM Punk winning this, and the how is really easy. He just takes advantage of the fact that Roman and Seth want to kill each other more than they want to kill him. I feel like that it could be just as simple as that. Which match has the worst hype? So Jay versus Gunther, not the greatest hype right now, or Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. It's this. It's Damian versus Drew. Listen, like, this isn't horrible. It just hasn't been great. This is something literally nobody wants to see. So it's Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. This is how people take you seriously regardless of the star power. Tiffany, take some notes. Dude, this was maybe my favorite moment of the past like 2 weeks. Io Sky standing tall over both Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair when she's so clearly a level below them in terms of star power, but WWE placed Io Sky in the perfect position to make you forget that, and the crowd delivered on this moment. Had the crowd stayed quiet and not erupted the way that they did, this moment wouldn't have hit anywhere near as hard. So that Madison Square Garden crowd, they made Io Sky into a star on par with Rhea and Bianca going into this very likely triple threat match. I can't see the difference. Yeah, Stephanie Vaquer and Julia, by the way, awesome match. It's crazy to see a double champion in NXT once again with Stephanie Vaquer holding both titles. Okay, so what can't you unsee? That's dude, you hit me right in my era of childhood of Pokemon. Kyogre versus Groudon. That's great. This is an A+ meme. Who underwent the best character change? Okay, so out of these, Big Dog to Tribal Chief, Stardust to Cody Lander, Max Dupree to LA Knight, and then Jey Uso to Jey Uso. Listen, it's Roman Reigns. The answer is Roman Reigns. I know that this feels like it'd be an easy one to say Stardust to Cody Rhodes, but like anything would have been better than Stardust. Like, this was career saving what Roman Reigns was able to do, in my opinion. Cody Rhodes was only able to do this because he left the WWE and could carve out his own image, but Roman Reigns managed to do all of this under the thumb of Vince McMahon still. So I'm going to say Roman Reigns, the Big Dog to the Tribal Chief. Who had a worse reign out of these three? Okay, Logan Paul's United States Championship reign, not good. Even worse, Shinsuke Nakamura's. Oh, no, it's this one. It's this Tag Team Championship reign. The never-ending Tag Team Championship reign of Finn Balor and JD McDonough. This thing was a nightmare. This was a fever dream that we went through. I love Seth's reaction. Also, fuck Hulk Hogan.
Oh, God.
What's so funny?
Well, I saw a Hall of Fame card and I got excited, and then I saw it was Hulk Hogan.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
I got a little less excited, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They don't like us too much. I'm just keeping it 100. What?
Oh, man. Yeah, Hulk Hogan sucks ass. Who is this guy? Wrong answers only. Well, first of all, it's me. It's SanTZ. You need to go watch this video if you haven't done so already, but let's see what you guys have said in the comments. John Cena. Okay. I had a feeling that was going to be the number one answer. My uncle in 2006. A haver of sex. There we go. This guy gets it. This guy understands. He's got a point, y'all. Cena didn't turn heel, guys. He just taught Cody Rhodes a lesson for saying the F word in front of kids. What a great guy. Yes, John Cena. It's always about the children. Won't somebody please think of the children? The difference of hype between these two matches is like night and day. It's so true. Listen, WWE has not done Tiffany Stratton any sort of service in terms of helping her look like a star going into this feud against Charlotte Flair. Meanwhile, in 1 week, all right, remember, these two have basically been feuding since right after the Royal Rumble. This is like a week old. Bianca and Io is a week old, and it already feels infinitely better than what they've been able to do with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. And now you add Rhea Ripley into the mix. Yeah, the Raw side of things is so much better. Who should be AJ Styles' final opponent? All right, You've got Randy, Cody, Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, Finn Balor. The answer is none of these. The answer is Samoa Joe, brother. That's the answer. Who should Paul Heyman manage next? CM Punk would be an easy one. Seth Rollins would be fascinating because he would now be managing the guy that is the most hated by his two other guys, Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Braun Breaker, like, to me, this is probably like the de facto option. Obafemi, Stephanie Vaquer. Look, Stephanie Vaquer would be interesting because her with a mouthpiece like Paul Heyman would be absolutely incredible. I think the answer here is Braun Breaker, though. That's who I'm going to go with. What was executed / wasted the worst way? I already know where you're going with this. Drew McIntyre or Christian? Yup. Yeah, the answer is Christian. The Drew McIntyre one is a problem because of all of the wasted opportunities that they could have had. But this was in the ecosystem for literal months, like half a year, and they did nothing with this. This was the biggest waste by far. This was problematic because of the potential that we lost from it being cashed in so early. This is just bad execution. This is what this was. She's collecting them like Pokemon. POV, you're a Scottish woman wrestling. You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. Yeah, well, let's add Drew McIntyre to this list. You can add him to the Secret Harvest. That would be awesome. Probably better than feuding with Damian Priest. Am I right, fellas? This man has a special place in heaven. Hey, this man does have a special place in my heart because he's bringing back the heroes that we lost to time. He's bringing back the heroes that we lost to just bad decisions that they made throughout their life and making them better. He did it with Scott Hall. He's doing it right now, of course, with Lex Luger. This guy, he is an invaluable asset to the world of professional wrestling. I was bored. Okay, well, usually when we get these random ass videos, they turn into an entrance theme. Okay, that was good. Well played. That's a good transition. Excellent. Excellent work. Look at me. I am the captain now. This is the first thing all of us thought of. We all thought of the Somali Pirates and Captain Phillips when Cody said to the camera and said to John Cena, I'm the captain now. This is pretty accurate. WWE backstage be like, okay, but serious question, who is the masked dude that they were escorting out? Is it Rey Fenix? Is it Rey Fenix? Is this how he's being introduced to the WWE? Because that would be kind of fascinating if that's what they're pulling off. I got schooled, bro. Okay, yeah, so Raw is airing at the time that it's happening live in Europe. So no longer is it happening at 8 p.m. live. It is happening at 3, 2 p.m., 4 p.m., depending of where they're at. And we have 3 weeks of this. Now, like for me, this is puts me in a weird situation because my live streams for Monday Night Raw watch-alongs are at 8 p.m. I could still do it at 8 p.m., but then all of a sudden, the VOD of that episode of Raw, I don't know if you notice, especially if you're in the international version, they skip all of the commercial stuff. So all of the interviews get skipped unless you watch them live. So I would actually be getting a worse experience by watching it at 8 p.m. So I think I have no choice but to watch it live. And same with SmackDown. Nick Aldis did the Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme. So this was the first thing I referenced when we were seeing this segment. But I also kind of pointed out the fact that whether it was intentional or unintentional, this segment was the actual blueprint as to how to make a successful tag team division. They demonstrate all of the interwoven fabric of storylines and feuds going on between all these teams, and that is how you make a good tag team division. So Raw literally just needs to copy what they literally wrote down for you. It's right there. The blueprint is there. If you know, you know.
Not so fast!
Good God. Yeah, if you know, you know. Hey, Santi, with Aleister Black most likely returning to WWE, which singles match would cook the most? So Aleister versus Carmelo Hayes, banger. Chad Gable, banger. AJ Styles, banger. Braun Breaker, banger. Gunther, banger. Penta, banger. I'm gonna keep it simple. I think that the best match would probably be Chad Gable. Okay, I know this seems dumb. Hey, Vince wants you to be called Stardust is the smallest domino and the first domino that fell to where we are today, where the Hardy Boys are defending TNA tag titles in NXT. We are in the sacred timeline, ladies and gentlemen. You could maybe attribute it to the Stardust thing because that's what caused Cody Rhodes to leave in the first place. Santi in WWE 2K25. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's creepy. That's weirdly good. I don't know why I'm cross-eyed here, but that's weirdly good. Fraxium is fine. I know I'm now blind because now I need glasses, but what's up with Fraxium? Glasses over the mask? Hey, if you need them, you need them. Boo! Hey, every opportunity that you get, you got to boo this man. It is weird to me how intertwined Hulk Hogan is still with WWE things and stuff in 2025. Really like a brand new action figure in 2025 for WrestleMania. That's weird to me. I don't know what to say, honestly. All right. My favorite part of the Elimination Chamber vlog, hands down. The Elimination Chamber vlog. Shit, dude, it's so cold. It really just was ridiculously cold on this day. All right, we're ending the video now. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching this episode of WWE Reddit. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Goodbye. Get out of here.